All right, guys, Tony Porter, and this is Tabletop Baseball Digest, and we are playing 1973 Atlanta at New York. It is Jerry Koosman on the mound for the Mets, and on third base it's Garrett, shortstop it's Harrelson, Mian is at second, Kranepool at first. Behind the plate is Grody. From left field to right field is Gosger, Ted Martinez, and Staub. And we are ready to roll. So let's play ball. Jerry Koosman, starting lineup for the Braves. Carl Morton is on the mound for them. It's Oscar Brown, Marty Perez, Hank Aaron, Dave Johnson, Dusty Baker, Darrell Evans, Dick Dietz, and Paul Casanova. And both pitchers are 8 pitchers. Play ball, and that's a 13, which will be an out. A 13 on a righty is a ground ball to short. So let's bring up ground ball to short. 6-3, one away. So this is a great helper. I highly recommend it. Very easy to maneuver, manage. Marty Perez is up. He's a right-handed hitter with a 65. That's a -2 on his home run. It would have to be a 2 because Koosman is a 4, so -2 and a 4 becomes a 2. I roll a 13. That's going to be a ground ball. He's a righty. Ground ball again to short. Harrelson with a strong throw to first, 2 away. Need some good Koosman so far has a 4.14 ERA. And Matlack and Seaver are both over 5, so I've been struggling with that part of everything. It's a hit by pitch potentially, and no, because the 7 is lifted to left. Gosger, he's there, puts it away. Here comes Ted Martinez. Ted Martinez has been hitting lately. Got his batting average of 246. The pitch from Carl Morton, a 66, and that's a drive in the gap. Nobody's going to get it. That's going to reach the wall. Digging for second is Martinez. Slides in under the tag with a lead-off double. Ted Martinez drove one in the gap, and nobody was able to reach that. And here's Felix Mian on the pitch. 61, and that's 1 to 12 could be a strikeout, and it's 11. Struck him out. He only struck out 22 times in 630 at bats. Here's Wayne Garrett, left-handed hitter. The pitch, and a 41 should be a ball 4, and it just is. It's 1 to 16, and I rolled a 16 on that D20. So here comes Rusty Staub, who's been hitting as of late, batting 200 for a while and under 200, and now he got his batting average up to 235 with 4 home runs and a 98 at bats. So Carl Morton gets a sign from Casanova. He sets and deals, and a 62 will be a 15 from a lefty. That's going to be to the either way, it's going to be to the third baseman, lefty or righty. And if double plays in order, it's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. The arm has to be an S. Let's see, Evans' arm. Evans' arm isn't it? Oh, wait, does it have to be an S? Only if S arm. Yep, so it's going to be a fielder's choice. 5-4. Where is that? There it is. Okay. Now Kranepool comes up with 2 out, 2 on. And the pitch, I thought it was a 66, and that's going to be a bouncer to second base to end the inning. No score, we go to the top of the second. Here's Davey Johnson. Koosman gets the sign and deals with a 44, and that is ripped down the line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Digging for second is Johnson. The throw from Gosger gets the carom right on target. Mian with the tag, and he is safe with a double. Dusty Baker's next. And that's a 35, which will not be. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Other runners advance, so it is an advance. So runner on third now. We're going to play. It's early in the game. We're going to play it back. If he scores, he scores. A 34 is line base hit to right. So the Mets trail 1-0. Here's Dick Dietz with Evans on at first. The pitch to Dietz, so it's going to be a range play with a 7. It's kind of cocked a little bit. Now it's a 17, so now it's going to be a base hit a hard hit ball on the ground that's knocked down by Garrett, and Dietz is safe at first. All right, and here's Paul Casanova with 1 out, 2 on. Pitch 64 and a 1. Ooh, it's going to be a fielder's choice. So third can run on risk. Yeah, we're going to hold up, so it's going to be a fielder's choice, 1 to 6. Okay, so Casanova's on at first. Evans moves over to third. Here's Carl Morton. Pitch from Koosman. And that's a 12, which will be a pop-up. 2 is the catcher, foul territory. And Grody hauls it in. Go to the bottom of the second. Gosger leading off. Gosger, what is he batting? .313. 16 at bats, 22. And that'll be a hard hit ball right at Perez. Over to first. Grody's next. He steps in the box. The pitch, and he swings a 45, and that'll be bounced to second. Easy play for Johnson. 2 out. And here's Buddy Harrelson. Buddy Harrelson with a strokes 1-2 over the head of the second baseman into right center field, played by Baker, and Harrelson's on with a single. Here's Jerry Koosman. It's a right-handed hitter. The pitch, and a 41 will be, just missed the base on balls. Lifts one to left field. Aaron, and back goes Perez, and Aaron calls him off to retire the side. All right, what do we got? 1-0 Atlanta here in the top of the third, and it's Oscar Brown, top of the order. Jerry Koosman has his work cut out for him with a 16, and that'll be bounced to second base. Easy play from beyond. Perez is next. And Perez with a 42, and Koosman doesn't walk that many. A 2 on an 11. I think it'll still be a ground ball to the pitcher. Yeah, it is. And he'll throw over to first with the second out. And here's Hank Aaron, which is always dangerous, 25. And that's ripped to right. And Staub right there. Good catch by Rusty Staub. All right, Ted Martinez with a 62, and that'll be a bouncer to second base again. Johnson, here's Mian, and Mian with a 43, and that will be a fly ball in the gap, and Baker after it, and he tracks it down. So Mian gave it a ride, and here's Garrett. 2 out, nobody on, 22, and that'll be ball 4. He walks a ton. Had 72 walks in 500 bats. And it's Rusty Staub. Oh, 65. That could be a home run, but it had to be very low. And look at that. 1 to 4, and we roll the 4. That ball is lifted to deep right field, and Brown looks up, and that ball is gone. Rusty with a 2-run shot puts the Mets up 2-1. How enjoyable is that? One of my favorite players. Here is Kranepool now. 32, and that's a drive down the line. Fair ball into the corner. Played off a Karam, and Kranepool's trying for 2. The throw to Perez, the tag, safe at second base with a 2-out double. Here's Gosger. Pitch to Gosger with a 53 and 11. That's going to be a range play on the right fielder. Can he beat an 11? Ollie Brown. And he does not. So that ball is going to drop in for a single plus. The run will score. So Gosger picks up an RBI single, and Mets take a 3-1 lead. Here's Jerry Grody. The pitch is a 64, and that will be a fly ball to left. All right, D. Johnson. 33, and that's hit hard up the middle and through into center field. Next is Dusty Baker with a snake eyes, and that's going to be ball 4. So first 2 runners are on here in the top of the 4th against Jerry Koosman. Darrell Evans, good power, and a 63 is not going to do it. That's going to be a tapper right back to the mound. Koosman spins, goes to Harrelson, but coming in hard is Baker, who prevents a throw to first, 1-6. And Harrelson's a feisty one. He's got some choice words. for Dusty Baker, who came into second base, who went into second base with spikes high. And it's going to be Dick Dietz now with 1 out. And that was first and second, right? Yeah. And it's going to be a 14. Ooh, man, Dietz has a lot of walks. That is a base on balls. That's going to load the bases to bring up Casanova. Infield will be playing double play depth. Here's the pitch from Koosman, a 66, and that is trouble. That's going to be a 13 on the doubles chart, and that's going to say 2 bases, F runner, 3 bases, and he is not an F runner. Dietz should be an S runner, and he is, so he'll stop at third, but the Braves have tied up the game. And here's Carl Morton with 1 out. Mets with no double play. The Mets are in 46 and a 9, and that is roll again because that's on the ballpark card, but it's a foul ball. 65. Oh my God, he's got a pitcher. Oh Jesus, that's a fly ball to center field. This may score a 1 on a sacrifice fly. F runner second goes to third. Casanova, I do not believe he's going to go to third. No. He'll stay at second base, but it is a sacrifice fly to center. And the Braves take the lead on a fly ball by Morton. A well-hit fly ball by Morton. Thought it was going to be out, almost. What do we roll? An 8? Had to be a 4. Here's Oscar Brown, with a 66, and that's going to be a drive, and that's going to be over the center fielder's head off the base of the wall. Scoring easily is Casanova, and that is the 5th run of the day against Koosman. Koosman's on the verge of being taken out here. He's got to see if he can get through Perez. When is he due up? Man, he's due up next inning, so I want to try to get him through this inning. Here's the pitch to Perez, 61, and that'll be it. Strike 3, got him with the curve. Ooh, all right. Harrelson's batting against Carl Morton. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the 4th, 5-3 Braves with a 36, and that will be lined and caught by the shortstop. So it's ripped on the money, but right at Perez. So Koosman's up. He's given up 5 runs in 4 innings. I don't want to use my bullpen, so I'm going to keep him in there a little bit. So he's going to bat 12 strikes out. And now it's Ted Martinez. Morton gets the sign, winds and deals with a 44, and that's ripped to right field. Oppo for Martinez. Felix Mian is next. And a 14 will be a fly ball right field. Shallow. In comes Brown. Baker, and it's Brown. And that retires the side. Here we go, top of the 5th. We need a 1-2-3 inning from Koosman. And it may end up being he strikes out. Oh, this should be Aaron. 62 strikes out Aaron. Aaron swinging for the fences. Way out in front of that off-speed pitch. 63, and that'll be lined and caught by Martinez. Ripped to center field, and Martinez was positioned right where he had to be. And here's Dusty Baker, another power bat. And that's going to be a 32, and that'll be bounced to short. Harrelson in the hole. Long throw. Out. Got him. Great throw by Buddy Harrelson. All right, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Garrett. And it's a snake eyes, and that will be a base on balls. Like I said, Garrett gets a lot of walks. Next up is Rusty Staub. And a 26 against a righty. That's a base hit. Let's see what the runner does. A 2 says 2 bases. S runner only 1, but Garrett is not an S runner, so he will advance 2 bases. Now, first and third. We're going to play the infield halfway for the double play. Crane pull, the pitch. And that's a 54. That could be a wild pitch. Could be a lot of things. 7. That's going to be a wild pitch, and a run will score, and the other will move up. So Morton, just within Morton's wild pitch range, 7-7. So Craneville still at the plate, and here's the pitch, and a 61 will be strike 3. 1 out. Stop at second. Gosger steps in the box. He's a left-handed hitter, and that's a snake eyes, which will be Lefty 15, and that'll be ground ball to third. Let's see, runner on second holds. Okay. So it's a 5-3 runner on second will hold. And Jerry Grody. And it's 61, which will be a fly ball. Right center field, and Baker and Brown converge, and it's Brown who makes the call. Darrell Evans, 46, 19. Oh, that's going to be a single. He's going to try to make it a double. 19. Staub is 1-5, and he throws him out at second, and he is out at second. So it's going to end up being a single, and Rusty 9-6 for the out. Next up is Dietz. And that's a 22. That'll be base on balls. Dietz walks again. He's walked a bunch of times. Casanova with the pitch and a 14. Oh, that's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Goes to second for one. Back to first. 3-6-3 double play. Mets are out of the inning. Yeah, there's... really don't have, if you use fast action cards, you don't need to look up any charts really at all. The only chart I have here that I'm using is, you can watch my videos, Easy Runner Advanced chart. That's just one page, and it's just runner advancement on outs and on singles and doubles. That's all you need. Very well done. So Morton looks like he's wearing down. Let's look and see. His batters faced on his card is 31. His batters faced in the game, 25. So he's got a ways to go. Let's keep him in there. This is 1973. Here's Buddy House in the pitch. And it's a 66. And that's going to be a drive in the gap. And that nobody's going to get that. And into second base is Buddy House. Koosman is going to bat. No bunting for Koosman. He's going to just swing away, see what happens. 63, and that'll be an out of some kind. Bounce to second base. This will move the runner over. Hallelujah. A productive out. Now they're going to bring the infield in. Against Ted Martinez, Houston takes his lead off third. Martin's ready. He looks at the sign, and he pitches a 24. That's a potential hit by pitch, but that 13 is going to be too high. That's going to end up being a 13, and he's a righty. That's going to be a ball to the shortstop. And it's 1-2-3. 1-2-3. It's a 1-3-5. It's a hit. So it's a 4. So he's going to hold. He's going to hold on the ground ball to shortstop. Yeah. That's probably the most complicated thing the game has. All right. Here's Mian now with 2 outs. Infield is back in the pitch, and that's a 13, and that'll be lifted to left center field, and Aaron under it squeezes it for out. Number 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Carl Morton against Koosman with a 53 and a 1. Struck him out. Got him with the curve. Wait a second. Yeah, Morton's still in there, right? Yeah, I don't remember replacing him. Okay, Brown next with a 56. Check swing. They check with the first base up, and he rings him up. 2 out. And Marty Perez with a 65. -2. It's a 2. It's a 19. That's a drive to right field. Back goes Staub to the track, to the wall, and hauls it in to retire the side. 7th inning stretch. Atlanta leads at 5-4. Morton on the mound against Wayne Garrett. And that's a 46 with a 12, the lefty, and that's going to be foul back and near the stands. Third baseman Evans, he gets there, pulls it in. Good catch, Dwight Evans. And Garrett can't believe it. He thought he was convinced that was going to go foul. Here's Rusty Staub, pitch from Morton, snake eyes, and that'll be ball 4. So Rusty's an average runner. And then Kranepool's a good hit and run guy. So there goes Rusty on the 8. On the 62, which is going to be a bounce to second base, and that'll move Rusty over. And here's Jim Gosger. With a 61, and that'll be a fly ball to right. Let's see if Rusty can move over on that fly ball to right. Third, refer to outfield assist rating, but there's an assist chance at third base. No. I don't have anything like that here. All right, so you can't move over. And now it's... Oh, that was the end of the inning. Okay, so here comes Aaron. Aaron with a 23. And swings and misses at a high fastball. Here is Davey Johnson with a 45. And that'll be a fly ball lifted high into left field. Under it is Gosger. 2 out. And here's Dusty Baker so far. So good. 54. That's a 54 result, which is a kind of weird result. Sky pop. And shortstop, it's going to be a fly ball to a shortstop. P6. And that's it. So Grody's going to lead off against Morton. We're going to try to push these guys to go to complete games. Bottom of the 8th. Well, 14, and that is bounce to third. Picked up by Evans. Strong throw to first. Nice scoop by Dietz. 1 out. Buddy Harrelson next. Switch hitter bats from the left side against Morton. And a 34 will be a fly ball to center. Baker a few steps to his right and makes the catch. And Koosman. Pitch 22, and that'll be strike 3 to end the inning. So that's top of the 9th. All right, Darrell Evans. The pitch, a 51. That's a possible error on the first baseman. A 10. Kranepool is a 2, so he will make that play. Next up is Dietz, who's walked a ton of times already. 2 or 3 walks. And a 26 against the lefties. A base hit, the ground ball up the middle. That's the 8th hit allowed by Koosman. He is slow, so we're going to pinch run for Dietz. Let's see who we can grab. It'll be Ralph Garr. And Casanova will bat. And a 15. Oh, that's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. They turn it out of the inning. Oh, I did that wrong. It's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. So Garr came in as a... So let's see. Got that unassisted. I think it was a single. And then it was a pinch runner. It was a pinch runner, Garr. And then it was a 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. All right, last licks for the Mets. They need a new first baseman. Who will it be? It'll be... It'll be Evans at first, and then it'll be Gilbreth at third base. All right. A couple pitchers warming up in the bullpen for the Braves. Morton against Martinez. Let's see what happens. Carl Morton. And it's a 41. That's going to be ball 4. Walks him. So that's the tying run on base. And let's go to the bullpen. Let's see what we got going here. We got Negro in the bullpen. We'll bring him in. Phil Negro. The days when Negro was a bullpen pitcher. He was just a guy in the pen. Let's see. This is going to relax me. I had stupid stuff going at work. Ridiculous. So beneath me. But, you know, They trap you in their nonsense. And when they trap you in their nonsense, you're doomed. Because no matter what you say, you look stupid. And you know you're aware of their nonsense, and you avoid it 9 out of 10 times. But there's always that one time that somehow, when you're totally not unsuspecting, they kind of wrap you in their tentacles and squeeze until they gave you a migraine. And today was a rough day physically. The rain, I think, was affecting my joints. I didn't really ever believe that. I said, how could the rain affect your joints? But now I believe it. So, Phil Negro. This is Joe Negro. So I got, not only do I have one Negro that I can't find, I have another Negro that I did find. There he is. Wow, I had to go over everybody to find this guy. Okay, let's roll for him, see what kind of stuff he will have. He will have his B stuff. Phil Negro on the mound to hopefully end this for the Braves. Braves lead at 5-4. Mets are one game below 500. I would love for them to reach 500. That would make me feel like a great manager. Like they should call me from the MLB to manage. Here's me on. Pitch from Negro, 51. That's a possible error on a 19. The pitcher, it's a 17. He makes the play, bobbles it, but then recovers and throws a strike to the first baseman, Evans. So 1 away. Here is Wayne Garrett. And that's a 33, which will be a base hit, line drive, right field. Played on a hop by Brown. And there's a possible stolen base on that 33 is a 9. I have to roll again. He's an 11. I didn't look at the catcher. Casanova is a is average, so it's still 11. And he is out at second base. Oh, wait a second. I got a runner at third. Hold on a second. What just happened here? Oh, crap. There was a walk. Then there was a ground out. Martinez to second. Okay, yeah, it was that error play. So now I have to look at 33. He may score here. He may score. What's that number, 13? On a single, 1 base, F runner, 2 bases, and Martinez, I believe, is an F runner, and he will score. The game is tied. Yes, he is. He's an F exclamation point. So let's back up. Single, and the game is tied. 5-5. Wow, I almost missed that. All right. Thank God I have this helper. All right, Rusty Staubach with a runner at first. Pitch. And that's a 26, and against a righty, that's going to be a base hit. And let's see where the runner will go with that 12. Runner will 2 bases, unless he's an S. He's not an S, so it'll be first and third. So the Mets have the winning run at third base with only 1 out. And who's going to come up? Eddie Kranepool. They're going to bring the infield in, the outfield in. Here's the pitch from Negro for the game. 25, and against a righty, that's line. Base hit. Game is over. Kranepool at first base gets mobbed by the Mets. The Mets win it in exciting fashion here. Dramatic fashion in the bottom of the 9th with a single by Ed Kranepool, driving home Wayne Garrett from third base. And that's it. And it's truly enjoyable playing with a team that you know is not equipped to be a powerhouse team. They just, I don't know how they hang in there. They win one, they lose one. They win one, they lose one. Pretty interesting, you know. You have to have a lot of patience because they don't have much of an offense in terms of power hitting or anything like that, or high batting averages. I'm still waiting for Milner to come back. He's been out for a while. I need him because he's got 11-17. He's got some power. Let me see. Let me find this. 11-10, 11-17. Got to post this, select. Let me copy it. Take it to Fall Classic. Let me paste it there. It's there. Let me select all. And there, replay. And final score. What was the final score? It was 6-5. So the Mets. Mets slip past Braves. 6-5. Bottom 9. Green pool single. All right, Mets slip past Braves. 6-5. Bottom 9. Crane pool at the dictionary. Crane pool single. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest. And I will see you guys very soon. Let's take a look who won the game. It was Koosman. Picks 3-3 now. Lowered his ERA to 4.37. I need these Smith starters to give me some innings too. And he did. He went the complete game. So that was good. All right. So I'll say take care of yourself. Bye now.